Let's start with the election coverage. The National Freedom Party says a mass exodus of its senior members has cleansed the party of the rot within its ranks. That's according to the party's national spokesperson, Simo Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi delivered the party's keynote address at their manifesto launch in Vryheid in northern Kwa-Zulu-Natal. Due to her ill health, party president Kwa-Zulu-Natal could not table the party's manifesto, but she was present. Kwa-Zulu-Natal suffered a stroke in late 2014. Her party machinery has since been on a downward spiral from receiving more than 600,000 votes in 2011 in its inception to receiving just over 5,000 votes in the 2016 local government election. The party has also been faced with defections of senior leaders who also represented it in national and provincial legislatures. But the party says it has turned the corner. Vusi Khumalo is our reporter. He joins us now. He attended that NFP manifesto launch. Vusi, let's just first start with what the major message from the manifesto was.
Yes, we are currently at Vryheid at Cecil Emmett Stadium at a sports field in around the Vryheid town. It's a small farming town of beef farming. It's also known as a coal mining town. We are here. The manifesto of the NFP has just been launched with so much fanfare. We also saw, and also, the supporters of the NFP were also happy to see their leader or president, Zanele Mkhwanazi. She was so much, she was in celebratory mood here. Even her fans saying that they had been not seeing her for quite some time now, and they were very, very happy to see her in flesh because they usually see her in Parliament via TV. But with me is the national spokesperson for the party NFP that has just launched its manifesto here in Kwa-Zulu-Natal, Mr. Simo Mkhwanazi. He's here to unpack what the manifesto has here in store for us. So that come the May 8th election, they do vote for the party. Mr. Mkhwanazi, you said here you're going to develop and also try to ensure that you advocate for job creation. How are you going to do that, especially for the youth? Because we know that the biggest majority of the youth are not employed.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. The National Freedom Party has made it a priority that job creation must be a cornerstone of economic development. It's a hard reality that the increasing rate of the unemployed youth is now a disgrace in our country. And the National Freedom Party have decided to launch a manifesto and make it a clear vision and mission of the organization to create jobs for the youth. The first point of departure that the party has taken as a resolution in job creation, one, it was to have the National Department of Small Businesses to be practically at work at all levels, or rather in all levels. We want the department to be cascaded down to district levels, to go down to even local municipalities, to constituencies. That's where people are, that's where fresh ideas are, and that's where small businesses are. But we don't get to see the national department going down. And as the National Freedom Party, we believe that if we stimulate the small businesses through the young people, then we stand a chance to create jobs.
And how about rural development? You know that Kwa-Zulu-Natal, the biggest part of Kwa-Zulu-Natal is rural. How are you going to accelerate rural development?
The National Freedom Party made it clear, and we made mention it in our manifesto, that as we are in the fourth industrial revolution, that is a global time frame in which, or period in which everybody is faced with. We cannot then have segregation of resources to certain individuals or certain cities, and we decline or we deny the rural-based youth and general citizens of the country to have such access of electricity, to have such access of running water or sanitation, to have roads, to have access to any resources that can be useful for them to also develop themselves. So we are saying, as the National Freedom Party, it is imperative that we do not regret rural areas, because those people can contribute positively in economic development, so as in economic growth. But we are saying the basic needs that must be prioritized for them are infrastructures that are needed, so that they can enable them, because infrastructures fertilize the ground for even businesses, for young people to also engage in business. It fertilizes the ground, because if we say we do not consider rural-based people, it will mean that the privilege is only to the cities and the urban people. So we are in denial of that.
Okay, how are we going to deal with the issue of safety and security, as well as education and health in KwaZulu-Natal or nationally?
I think the first point of departure will be that the organization is prioritizing the issue of education. In education, we do not only advocate for free quality education, we are actually advocating for relevance in education, because the cause of so much graduates who are unemployed, it is the irrelevance of the causes, or the irrelevance of the curriculum in higher institution that has not been restructured for relevance or being transformed to meet the target market. Because if you are producing a product and you do not have you do not cater for your target market, then you failed, because your product will be kept in storerooms and stores, but it would not be sold to your people. So if we are producing graduates are commodities that we can sell to the world, we can sell even to external countries, but we must be meeting what is demanded by those countries, even by South Africa itself.
Okay, thanks a lot. That's Mr. Simo Mkhwanazi, who's the national spokesperson for the NFP that has just launched its manifesto here in Kwa-Zulu-Natal, saying that all systems go come the 8th of May. The people of Kwa-Zulu-Natal and the whole country will be voting the NFP, so that it is in power after the May 8th election.
Thanks a lot for that, Vusi Khumalo.